So these are proving to be a very popular 7-seater. We did have several in and now we're down to one. That because they've been very popular. This is a polar white GLB, but this is a 220D. So diesel, great fuel economy and slightly more power. And this is an AMG line with a premium, so it's got some nice options on it, which we'll touch on. Car's been very well looked after. It's done just over 26,000 miles. It's a customer who's well known to ourselves, bought several cars off us and traded this in for another 7-seater. So been very well looked after. The polar white looks very well in these and they've got a lovely front end on them. So these are a 7-seater SUV, but they're not a huge car. Those of you that have a 7-seat will know that you probably don't use that 7-seat every day in life. And when you're driving around in a large car, it can be quite difficult to maneuver. Where these are a good size, and if you need the 7 seats, the kids or whatever it can be, you can jump in the back. Nice wide grille on them, and this one's been very well looked after. So you've got a chrome front splitter, chrome through the grille, and then you've got those lovely bright LED headlights. Again, no signs of wear and tear. You'll notice the parking sensor. This does have front and rear sensors and a rear view camera. AMG line premium wheels, so you'll have a look. You've got like an almost slightly darker titanium, slightly lighter bevel, diamond cut, and again, some nice quality tyres on there. Looking at the side of them, so you'll give you a good idea of the side profile of the car. Privacy glass to the rear, very infamous of Mercedes G range. They all look very similar. If you had a look at a GLE or a GLS, they're all similar in shape, sorry. This one has convenience key, which I'll show you, so if the bag is in your pocket, trousers, whatever it might be, the door will just open for you. If you're going to use this as a 5-seater, there's plenty of space in there, and I'll jump in just to give you an idea. So the seats are half leather with like an Alcantara suede through the middle. So if this is just a 5-seat family car with that option of having to use the 7, then you've got that, and they are very spacious. So those seats are, I'm 6'2", so there's plenty of space in here if you need to jump in and out the back. And then talking about the back, again, it's dead straightforward. It's literally one button, slides forward, and then you've got access. So if you have a look in there, you've got the 7 seats as well. You can use those 7 seats, which I'll show you, or the 7th seat slightly differently. So if you don't want to have both of them up, you can put one down. So, boot, this one has a power tailgate on it. And again, it's the 4Matic, just showing automatic as well. So seats are very easy to change from the back. So if you were just having, for example, there was one child in there that you were having to do, you can slide that down, or you can have them both down if you needed to put something slightly bigger in. If you were going on a family holiday, for example, suitcases, shopping, just everyday stuff, you've got quite a nice large boot, and then power tailgate to close. The majority of the premium spec is what you see when you get inside the car. So the convenience key I mentioned. So again, as long as it's on, you can literally just press the button and walk away and lock. You've got a nice carbon effect, like a carbon twill on the door cards, again with suede and leather and red stitching. Then you'll also notice the heated seats. So if I start this up, exact mileage you've got of 26,335 it was there. So for a 70 plate average mileage, and then you've got this lovely dash. So on the premium, what you get is, yes, you get this display on them all, but the majority don't fill this screen. So you've got that lovely virtual display which you see up in front of you, and then this screen here is now much larger. It fills the full fascia. So if you are going to put the car into reverse, for example, it's now much clearer and a much bigger one to see. So dead straightforward. Then when it comes to using the navigation, much more user-friendly. You're not having to look at a much smaller screen. The ambient lighting, which for me is a big selling point on these Mercedes, I don't think there's one very similar that as bright as this. It's a really good look. So if you have a look around the cabin, you can change all the colours of that, all from this screen here. So dead straightforward, and your Apple CarPlay, Android equivalent, that'll all come up on there. Climate control, all control from this kind of centre console here. So again, really straightforward and really easy to use, and quite a sleek and modern look to it because you've got the mixture of chrome and gloss black. Gear stick stalk up here, and then you've got the things you'd expect, cruise control, etc. You've got charge ports down here should you need to use them, but then you can also cover those across. So it just gives it a really sleek display, and then there's even extra cubby holes down here with extra chargers. So if this is a car for transporting the family around in, there's plenty of things to help you along the way for charging iPads, iPhones, etc. As I've said, we do very well with these, and we do very well with 7 seats in general, but this one is very great value because it's not coming with that massively high premium price tag. So if you are looking for a 7-seater that's not going to take up the full driveway, then the GLB is probably the car for you. So if you are interested, my name's Paddy, my number will be below, and I look forward to speaking to you.